Way back when, at Bradburn's grand old stage, Peterborough turned a brand new picture page. Now the Capitol and Odeon shine so bright, bringing everyone a world of movie light. So come on down for magic on the screen. It's the greatest show you've ever seen. Peterborough shows the way, the movie way. The movie way.
Lights, Camera, Peterborough, a century of cinema history. Hello and welcome! Today we're exploring the cinematic history of Peterborough, Ontario. From 19th century opera houses to modern digital megaplexes, this is the story of how our city fell in love with the movies. The era of elegance, from stage to screen, 1876 to 1909. In the late 1800s, grand architectural gems hosted live theater and vaudeville, eventually paving the way for the first moving pictures. 1876. Our journey begins on November 13th with the opening of Radburn's Opera House, the city's premier cultural hub for theater and community events. 1905, competition grew as the Grand Opera House opened, offering high-end opulence for local audiences. 1907, a whirlwind year for entertainment. Scott's Coliseum opened in January, but closed by June. The Wonderland, June 27th, and The Crystal, September 23rd, debuted as film-focused venues, while Radburn's Opera House took its final bow. 1908, the Wonderland closed on March 28th, but the Royal opened on December 19th. This year also saw the end of the Jackson Park Theatre as venues moved toward permanent downtown locations. 1909, on October 9th, the Princess Theatorium opened, bringing the magic of silent film to the masses for just a nickel. The Great Transformation, the Rise of the Talkies, 1912 to 1939. As film technology evolved to include sound, Peterborough's theaters underwent frequent rebrands to keep pace with Hollywood. 1912, on February 16th, the Crystal was reimagined as the Red Mill. 1914, the Empire opened on July 24th, providing a vital space for newsreels and escapism. 1915, the Princess was rebranded as the Tizit on February 20th. 1916, the Red Mill closed in June, only to be reborn as the Strand on October 10th. 1917, the Tizit officially shuttered its doors. 1919, after the Great War, the Royal was reopened as the Allen on September 1st. 1920, the Regent opened on June 3rd, arriving just days after the Strand closed on May 31st.
The Capitol Theater is finally showing the new picture.
I know, I've been waiting all week. Look at the line.
Hurry, we don't want to miss the opening.
1921, corporate cinema arrived as famous players opened at the Capitol on April 18th. The Empire closed shortly after on April 28th, and the Allen Theater reverted to its original name, the Royal. 1925, the Royal closed on December 12th. 1937, the Grand Opera House closed for good, unable to compete with the modern movie-going experience. 1939, on March 2nd, the Center opened at the site of the old Royal, proving that theater locations often have many lives. Drive-ins and double screens, the Golden Age, 1940 to 1979. Post-war prosperity introduced car culture and the iconic drive-in experience to local families. 1940, famous players dropped plans to rebuild the old Grand Opera House, focusing instead on modern builds. 1947, the Art Deco-inspired Odeon made its grand debut on December 16, 1947. 1948, the drive-in boom began as the Peterborough Drive-In opened on July 31st, followed by the downtown Famous Players Paramount on December 4th. 1949, the Regent took its final bow on May 29th. 1956. On August 18th, the Center Theater played its last reel. 1961, a major management shift occurred. On August 19th, the famous Players Capitol closed and the Paramount was handed over to the Odeon chain. 1968, on September 19th, the legendary Mustang Drive-In opened, becoming a staple of Peterborough summers. 1970, the Peterborough Mini Cinema had a brief run, closing in 1971. 1972, the Paramount added a second screen to handle larger crowds and more titles. 1976, the Festival Screening Room opened for independent and art house films. 1979, the Odeon expanded to 2 screens, while the Festival Screening Room officially closed. The modern age, mergers and megaplexes, 1980 to today. The late 19th century saw cinema move from standalone buildings into massive shopping centers and entertainment complexes. 1980, on November 20th, Cineplex 6 at Lansdowne Place ushered in the mall multiplex era. 1984, industry giants merged to form the powerhouse Cineplex Odeon. 1985, the classic Peterborough Drive-In closed as home video began to compete for family time. 1986, the Ontario Theatre Group took over local operations. The Odeon became the Trent, and the Paramount closed on November 23rd. 1995, the Trent 1 and 2 officially shuttered. 1997, on December 18th, Trent Cinemas opened with 7 screens in the old Eaton store. 1999, the Trent Cinemas 7 closed on June 17th, unable to keep up with the rapid pace of theater evolution. 2000, Galaxy Cinemas opened at Peterborough Square with 12 screens and stadium seating. 2001, the Lansdowne 6 closed on August 1st, ending the mall cinema era. 2002, the Boutique Cinema 379 opened for a more curated experience, but closed by 2006. 2013, in a bittersweet moment for nostalgia lovers, the Mustang Drive-In officially turned off its projectors. Thanks for watching. Our city's screens have changed, but our love for the magic of the movies remains the same. If you enjoyed this trip through Peterborough's past, don't forget to like and subscribe for more local history.